Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another quick pick prediction video. In this video, I'll be predicting the middleweight bout between Marvin Vettori versus Kevin Holland, or Kevin Holland versus Marvin Vettori, however they want to say it. And this is a late notice replacement fight, or short notice replacement fight. Is Darren Till has pulled out of the fight with I think collarbone injury or something like that. So in comes Kevin Holland, out goes Darren Till. So we got Marvin Vettori versus Kevin Holland now. And I said all of this to say all that. Let's get into the prediction. So I think this is a bad stylistic matchup for Kevin Holland to be jumping back in so quick. You can kind of look at it in on paper, it's a better matchup. But you look at it recently, or look at the Darren Stewart fight, where Darren Stewart, who has historically had some pretty piss poor wrestling, was able to have a lot of wrestling success against Kevin Holland in the later rounds. And you look at Derek Brunson, who was able to dominate with wrestling in his last fight. And Kevin Holland, who in general when it comes to grappling, a lot of times he just be too flowy. His base be very weak, easy to reverse him, or at least too easy to reverse him in position. Like he be in mountain, people be able to reverse him and dig into the mount and stuff. Like I don't know, like he's too lax with his jiu-jitsu, or at least with his base. And a guy that's like out, and even Jacare was able to take him down pretty easily. But like I said, those jiu-jitsu players, they sit back on their butt a lot of times, and they like to assess situations where wrestlers in those same positions, they're going to be on top of you, applying pressure all the time. They're not going to sit back on their butt and have like your leg hooked up and be trying to play with hand fight or nothing. Once they're on top of you, they're not hand fighting. They're putting their shoulder into your chest, or putting their chest to chest, or I don't know, they're putting pressure on you. And so this is not really, this kind of dragging past a quick pick position, but you already see where I'm going. So I think Kevin Holland's a solid fighter. He'll have the height, he'll have the reach. I do think he's the better striker between the two, but what I really say, I think Marvin Vettori is a solid striker as well. I think Vettori, they both have good cardio, but Vettori has even, matter of fact, Vettori, it's not even, they both have good cardio. Holland got pretty decent cardio. It's not phenomenal cardio, but Vettori got some top level cardio where it's chiseled and muscular build as he is. He could push a high pace 5 rounds. That's including high output of striking and high output of wrestling. So Vettori is the more physical fighter, the stronger fighter. I think he's a better BJJ player. I think he's the heavier hitter. I think he's the more well-rounded, more technical fighter. And I think he could put Holland on his back early and often, whether that be with a punch or with a takedown. I think he'll maybe be able to buzz him early, but then just pick him up, scoop him down, up and take him down, and just dominate him on the ground. Holland probably be talking trash and stuff. Might get a little check hook in there, might get a little slap here and there on the feet. Might land a good combination. But Vettori gonna fire right back, probably slam a kick to his body. Then unleash a flurry, then again scoop him up, put him back on his back, and just land ground and pound, then pass his guard, and just really work on him and break him down. And I really just seen this one. Vettori just like Holland trying to talk trash, Holland trying to get him to make mistakes, and again the guy just not biting on his trash talk. And all that's gonna happen is he's gonna get hit harder. It's not gonna be a case of, oh, he's talking trash and now Vettori just turned into just lose all sense of where he at and start doing haymakers and Hail Marys and burn himself out or gas himself out. It's gonna be a case of all it's gonna do is make you get hit harder. And while you're working on talking trash, it's gonna be Vettori's gonna be working on transitioning, landing ground and pound, and set up his finish. And I think eventually he was able to get Holland to turn over from the ground and pound in that third round, takes his back and taps him out with a rear naked choke in that third round. So in this one, I got Marvin Vettori via third round submission.